Gotcha.
Welcome back to the Black Summit. I'm Brooks.
I'm Hendrix.
And in a second here, we're going to have Q joining us, QP.
Yeah.
He's on his way. But we're going to hop into some topics here for today. Number one, 4th of July is here. Do you do anything for the 4th of July?
No, not really. I mean, your typical. I might cook. Well, I cook anyway, so
Come on,
typical
Unc.
grill some food.
Come on,
What you
Unc.
do? Y'all do y'all do the whole fireworks thing?
We used to. I think we used to do a lot more on the 4th of July. Like we used to have barbecue parties and stuff like that. Like, it used to be like a big thing back in the day.
Yeah, but now it's a new day. You need Juneteenth. That's our 4th of July. Juneteenth. That's when we need to do the big barbecues and the cookouts.
You know what's funny? I think a lot of the patriotism on both sides has like faltered.
You think so?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are like mad at America.
Not on Juneteenth.
No, I mean I'm just talking about 4th of July.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've been seeing a lot of like Trump supporters. They're like mad about like stuff that the government has done to Trump, and then and then you got and then you got the wokesters who are like mad at like everything that America, which is their right. I mean, I feel like America has done a lot to us. So
I'm surprised you said about the the Trumpers. I would figure celebrating 4th is part of making America great again.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to be celebrating it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still going to be happening. But I mean, like, I feel like the Patriotism Act. A lot of people aren't as patriotic about America. And I think I fall somewhere in the middle of like I just optimistically. I always try to think optimistically about like the future of America and the people. But I get it. I mean, like when you look at like some of the things that America's been doing the last few years, I mean, we've talked about it extensively on this program, just about how, we're spending a ton of money overseas and, it feels like the citizens of America aren't really, gathering all of that. You know what I mean? In terms of resources and stuff like that, which by the way, did you see that whole thing about the black jobs?
Yeah.
What is a black job?
The Black Summit. This is a black job. The Black
It's a black job?
This is a black job.
Yeah. So at the debate, Trump was like saying that the immigrants are taking away black jobs and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think about that?
That I think is bullshit.
Really?
I mean, yeah, the majority of Trump said was a lie. That's not true. Immigrants is not taken away. I mean, there's no such thing as there shouldn't be a such thing as a black job, white job. Maybe he thinking, and some people, it's sad to say, when some people think about black jobs, they probably thinking about menial labor, which is bullshit. Once again, black people are intelligent enough to run a bank, corporation, start businesses, everything.
Exactly.
So there should not be a such thing as black jobs. It should just be jobs or careers, period. But
now, what do you think? Because people like Dr. Umar, I feel like have been talking about for years.
But black jobs?
No, not about black jobs, but about like immigrants taking over. Because black people only make up 13% of America. And we're letting in a lot of like immigrants and people through the border. And so people like him have been talking about it for years, I feel like, about how we're kind of, I mean, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but like how we're kind of being replaced by, immigrants.
I don't think he necessarily mean like what you thinking. It's more so like we are becoming more of a minority as a whole. That's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking.
We haven't really grown.
And also what he's saying is at least what I think he's saying is not that we reap any benefits anyway. You know what I mean? By us being a minority, they will extend the hand to someone else before they extend the hand to the people who they have done the most sin to.
Yeah.
Which is us and Native Americans. So I think that's what he's saying. They'll do something for somebody else, but they won't do anything. No executive orders for us. They won't do anything for us. I think that's along what he's meaning, not for as jobs. You actually there's a lot of black people are entrepreneurs. I mean, because in this economy, you have to be. A lot of black people are starting their own businesses, and I see a lot of Hispanics come through, and they're starting their own business. They, taking up low communities,
Yeah.
and they're starting. I mean, can you fault them? No, for doing that. But
Yeah.
I like to see more of our own people doing and starting up their own businesses as well. So
I got you.
yeah.
Well, cool. Well, we're going to be hopping into some topics here. Like I said, Q is going to be joining us in a few minutes here.
Mm-hmm.
But the topics that we're going to be doing, I'll do a quick rundown. So, should Biden step aside? Biden had a very bad performance at the debate, the presidential debate between him and Trump. And so we're going to be talking about that and possibly like who should replace him. There's a lot of names being thrown out there. Obviously, Kamala is out there in there as well, so we'll be talking about that. And also the BET Awards. There was a lot going on there at the BET Awards. I didn't really watch it. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I saw it. Saw some of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, apparently Sexy Red got snubbed, and Tyla actually took her place in one of the categories, so we'll be hitting on that. Also, Keith Lee and Taraji, I guess they had a bad interaction and something happened there. Like I said, I didn't watch it, but we'll be talking about that. Rick Ross got jumped in Toronto. He was going out there and basically, clowning, and so he ended up getting jumped. So we're going to be talking about that. And we'll also be talking about later, we'll be talking about the Not Like Us music video. We may get into that because it hasn't come out yet, but
there's gonna be a video for that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I saw some of the behind the scenes. They had like a dolly and stuff out there. We're used to all of that. So, the film equipment was all out there. So, but I want to get your thoughts on Joe Biden. Mm-hmm. And the debate between him and Trump. And did you watch the debate?
Yeah. I watched the debate. I think the debate went exactly the way that I expected to go.
Okay.
Biden is older, so more, I guess, he's older, so I don't know if using the term, I don't want to say feeble.
Okay.
But when you're in that state, when you're older and he's older.
Okay.
Right?
Let's see how you're going to spin this.
The cognitive, right?
Okay.
The cognitive is going to be what is going to be at his age. Now, that's not to say that everyone his age is going to be like that. I mean, look at Bernie Sanders. Mm-hmm. That cat, at least to my knowledge, he spit fire, Mm-hmm. And then Trump, lied like everyone expected him to do. So, and I think with his base, they don't care about the truth, just outlasting Biden, bullying Biden. And, but the funny thing is, Biden had more energy in the polls. Did you see the post when he did the post?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, where is Biden at? Why he wasn't like this during the debate?
Well, a lot of people were talking about that, and what they were saying is because he had a teleprompter, he could just read off the teleprompter. It's not so much, in the moment like the debate is.
Oh, so you think that's what it was?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people
I
were
get
saying.
that, but even the energy was different.
Yeah, he definitely had more energy.
So, hey, y'all, so we about to bring in my boy.
All right, here comes Q. All right, here we go.
QP843. Sit on up in here, my boy.
What's up, y'all?
And we gonna get him straight.
I need to start getting like clapping emotion,
Yeah, like the
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome in,
You just got in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just came in, man. Did you see the debate?
Yes, I actually did see the debate.
Thoughts, comments, concerns for your president?
I think we all concerned, right? Yeah, I think it's a whole lot of concern, man. I actually That's funny too because I think it was the same day as that T-Pain concert, and I was just up late that night. I said, dang, we missed it, but I said I'm gonna watch it. So I actually watched it on YouTube, and I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep a couple times, man, when Joe Biden was talking. Like even though it's like they only get 2 minutes to talk,
Yeah, I heard some people.
I
say
fell
that
asleep
too.
within them 2 minutes. But Trump he kept it live, but he was doing a lot of dancing, a lot of twirling. It sounds convincing, especially if you don't know about politics, which most people don't. You would think that Trump won, you know what I'm saying? But you would have to know the history of Trump to kind of like poke stuff out, you know what I'm saying, to kind of depict the lies and stuff like that. Joe Biden, I don't really want nobody 80 doing nothing for me, man.
Yeah,
Like my grandma, she's 70 and I don't let her carry the grocery bags in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, when I feel like you get to a certain age, it's stuff that you just not supposed to do.
you need relaxing on the island somewhere.
Yeah.
Not running the country.
See, we need a nice young president like how my team, the Boston Celtics, we got a nice young coach. You know, we got Joe, another Joe. Never mind. I can introduce him to the other Joe. But just like with him, you know what I'm saying, youngest, you know what I'm saying, coach to ever do it, 35 years. Me and this man the same age, dog. Like,
Oh, wow.
bro turned 36 this year. Bro was born in 88. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that, though, out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the young leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to, like, focus on the minimum age requirement of the president versus, like, the highest. And I think it need to be like an expiration date. It need to be like they need to be like cap it at like 65 or something.
That's the thing, like you said, there's a minimum, but there's no expiration on, because Supreme Court judges, they appointed for life.
Yeah.
So you literally can be, if you live to be 99, if you still can get up there and bang a gavel or, recite over a case, you still
that's
come
scary
on to work.
because you got like, imagine how much racist judges there is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially when you got an old white person. Come on, man. It's got to be something there.
And them old evil people, them old evil white people live a long time.
A long time.
A long time. Like people be talking about, I feel like Charles White when he said that, when these white people gonna get their karma?
Yeah, they live a long time.
Yeah, man. They see it all too. So yeah.
A long time.
That's true. Well, I watched the debate. And I felt like I already knew all this stuff about Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And for the first time, the media actually reported on it. And that tells me something else is going on behind the scenes. Right. Because don't tell me that you haven't seen for the past 3 years this man falling up the stairs, can't walk around, people have to lead him places. Don't tell me that you haven't seen that, Yeah. Now, I do think that it's been incredibly disrespectful the way that people have been talking about Joe Biden the last couple of days. Listen, this is somebody's grandfather, I don't think that we should be, people are saying that he's got applesauce for brains and all kinds of stuff. People are coming out and saying, older. But listen, I wouldn't talk that way about my granddad or somebody else's granddad.
But your granddad probably would know better than not be in the public light like this.
True, but that gets to
Charlie Wilson, like an old cool guy.
Yeah, but this gets to my point. My point is that I felt like the Democratic Party has used Joe Biden. I can go and look back to 2016 when they were trying to get him to come out and run because, Hillary wasn't doing so well in the polls and he had just lost his son. And he was like, listen, guys, I can't run. I'm not going to do it, but they were trying to get him to run. And then, you think about 2019, 2020, and he's, older now and, they forced him to run again because they were scared of Trump being able to, win again or whatever. And at the time, they weren't giving him any support. He was low in the polls. It took Clyburn to come in to help him get to that point of him
getting the black vote.
Exactly. Him winning the vote. And ultimately, he did beat, Donald Trump. But also, even this past year, I don't think that he actually wanted to run. But they were like, man, you're the only one that's, beat Donald Trump. So we're going to put you out here and parade you around. And then, he has one bad performance at the debate, which I don't think he was that bad compared to what I've seen from him the last couple of years during that debate. But now, people are trying to, report on it, and now they're trying to replace him. So that's why I think that there's stuff in the background going on that we can't even see.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think that, ultimately, the Democratic Party has really used him, and now they're, kind of abusing him really by trying to kick him to the curve after they already set all these things in motion.
Mm-hmm.
When people were thinking about coming out, they were like, nobody should challenge Joe. But now, now we want to, let's see about Gavin Newsom. Let's see about all these other candidates. It's like, okay, listen, I can disagree with Joe Biden politically, but let's not be disrespectful to him as a person because he's been through a lot of stuff, I mean, that man has been through a lot of life, losing his son, losing his wife and his kid, in a car crash years ago. I mean, all the stuff that he's been through. I think personally, I think that he's actually like a good man, but politically, I don't like him. So, I'm not going to be disrespectful.
I know where you about to go to. And
well, no, I just want to piggyback some of what he said about for us the Democrat using him. I would say that in his first term, this term here, he has to concede. And even if they want him to step down, he has to concede to say that. Yeah. Otherwise, they can't make him. Like you said, now, after seeing which things they've been know this.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean?
I remember in 2019 they were talking about it.
But you know what? But I get it because no matter how messed up Trump is, the Republicans going to ride for him. Even if they know he's wrong, they really going to speak out. So I guess the Democratic Party trying to have that same type of loyalty. But he has to concede in order for him to step down, for them to bring somebody else in the fold to try to run. But like you said, Gavin Newsom is one of the top candidates, maybe, but he's still supporting Biden too, unless if Biden concedes.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
Who do you guys think could replace Biden?
Other than Gavin Newsom?
I mean, you got Gavin Newsom, you got Pete Buttigieg, you've got Michelle Obama, you've got
you said
Kamala Harris.
Michelle Obama's not going to
I don't think she's going to run. Why they ain't try to bring Hillary back in the mix?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying Hillary.
And that's funny because they used to be around each other. Like, he was up under them at one point in time. Yeah. And that's why, like, when you was thinking, I thought he was going to take it back to the 90s real quick. Yeah. But
I know what you're talking about.
Joe Biden, that Joe
bills.
Biden good man.
The crime bills.
I wouldn't say he's a good man. I wouldn't. He's done his fair share of dirt. He's had his hands into a lot. Yeah. So I can't call none of these men good men because for one, I don't know them personally.
Yeah.
And just as for what they show and what they don't, I'm pretty sure what they don't weighs more than what they show.
And they politicians.
Yeah. So and not to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This when they pop out and show ninjas like that we care when they don't. You know what I'm saying? What Michael Jackson say? What? They don't really care about us.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man.
That's proof in the pudding right there. Yeah. Just look at history and look at now.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why we get so excited around this time. We get so excited like our Savior coming, like Jesus is returning.
You know,
like no,
I
no
agree.
Niggas, we gonna be still.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be real.
Ain't nothing gonna change.
I agree with Killer Mike, man. One of the most profound things he said when we get to that subject, but it's still dealing with politics.
No, go ahead, say it.
We need to worry about local election. That's what affects you on the day-to-day basis.
Right.
We need to be more excited about local elections but the media is a big thing for, this election, the presidential election, but we need to worry about local elections because even with the president, even if they pass they don't pass law, but bills and and things like that, right? But it still goes down to states govern states. So it depends on who you put in there locally. Even if they get certain funds, they may not allocate them properly.
Yeah, but perception-wise, though, like who you gonna go see? You gonna go see the local artists from around your way, or you gonna see Jeezy?
But also, you can't, this is what happened in 2020. A lot of people were kind of thinking like you're thinking. Oh, it doesn't really matter who the president is. No, it matters.
No, I didn't say it didn't matter.
It matters who the president is.
I never said it didn't matter.
Let me say this. Look at what's happening right now. Everybody's up in arms about the Supreme Court justice and they're ruling about Trump having complete immunity.
Mm-hmm.
Why? How did we get to that point? Well, you had Trump become president, and he had two people that he put onto the Supreme Court justice
Of course.
and gave them the majority.
Yeah.
And so it does matter. That does matter. Who your president is does matter. Okay? You cannot have people doing that. And, you know, what happened with it? They overturned Roe versus Wade. And now they come in here and now they're saying that a president is basically a king. And so, like, when you look at it that way, it does matter who your president is. Listen, we all need to be more informed politically because it does have consequences on us and it does affect our day to day. I mean, in this state right now, I think that they do have a ban on abortion. So, like, you know, it does matter to somebody who happens to get pregnant and, you know, they have to go 2-3 states over. And who knows, do they have the resources to do that? A lot of people don't even have cars. And like you're talking about the gas that it takes to get to, you know, 2 states over or whatever, you know, so. I'm just saying,
it matters,
so.
but your local, never said it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Your local politicians who, even for who they vote for as sheriffs, don't you know, as sheriffs, they have Republican and Democratic. They under those same tickets as well.
Right.
Your local politicians who you vote for, that what affects you on the day-to-day basis. That's what we need to get enthused about. You know, when you want some things or certain zonings for businesses, sitting at city council board, and it's open to the public because you're a taxpayer. These are things we need to be definitely more involved in. I'm saying just as much as we care about presidential election, because at the end of the day, it matters, but states govern their own states. Right. Even Obama said, look, I can't really I don't have the legislation to interfere with certain states. They govern their own states. That's why it's called the United States.
Yeah.
They govern themselves. They only can do but so much at an executive branch. And truth be told, we had to take U.S. history and all that stuff in high school, right? So tell you, the president really only runs the military. He does not run the country. Congress runs the country. They would never like you said, they don't want a king. They would never let one man run the whole country. Then you will get a Donald Trump who don't really care about the Constitution.
Yeah, monarch.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Then what I do is that fall into fascism. You don't want that. Then we got a Putin on our hand. You don't want that. So Congress runs the country. The president has the power to veto bills and pass laws. But when I was in the military, when you was in the military, every Monday morning we had to do something called motor staples, where you had to fall in formation, and they had to make sure every platoon, every company, every battalion, every brigade accountable for it. I remember my first sergeant got on us because some of us would show up late and try to get up. He said, look, this accountability goes all the way up to the president. That's why this says to take an act of Congress to bust down an E7, which is a sergeant first class. Take an act of Congress. You can snatch anybody else ring, but you can't do that once you get certain high. I got to go all the way up to Congress. The president runs the military. Yeah. Congress runs the country. You see what I'm saying? So the local laws is what's really going to affect you.
Quickly, in 30 seconds, what do you think of the ruling that the Supreme Court justices put down saying basically the president has immunity?
I knew that shit was going to happen.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I agree. I knew it was going to happen. I mean, if they let him get this far, what do we expect, man? Like,
exactly.
Like, come on. Like, I mean, all this ain't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he get up in there, it's going to be, pardon me.
Yep.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Watch out. I'm straight. I don't care what I did. I don't care who don't like it. It is what it is, man. And, that's that power.
Okay. And what do you think? Quickly, 30 seconds.
I think of course it's BS, because that means the president is above the law, right? But at the same time, it's messed up. But it's a smart strategy. Let me stack the Supreme Court. Let me get people who, in my pocket, you know what I'm saying?
Should we stack the Supreme Court to gain back the majority?
I think they should. It should be a level playing field.
Okay.
Mhm.
Even if they don't stack it, make it a level playing field.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And I think real quick.
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
think real life right now we are seeing that status like it means something. Like I think
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of the things that was hidden, like a lot of things certain people knew, but most of the world didn't understand.
Mhm.
Like we seeing it clear. Like we seeing that it's not what you know, it's who you know
Yeah, yeah.
in real life.
Mhm.
Like we seeing like like I don't know. We just seeing the rules being bended right in front of us. I hope people paying attention to that.
Yeah,
Got to pay more attention.
got to.
All right. Moving on to the
What we got?
BET Awards. I didn't really watch it, so
Because it's a black award show, that's why.
no, I just don't really watch these awards. But
You
but
watch the
I know-
Oscars.
well, yeah, that's probably the only one because that's our industry.
Do you watch the Grammys?
No, I don't watch the Grammys.
All right, then.
I don't watch the Grammy. I don't watch. I only really watch the Oscars because it's our industry.
I give you a little
So,
pass. I
you
give you a
know,
little pass. I'm about
look
to
at
call
this
you.
guy.
About to call you black because this is
guy.
the Black Summit. Now,
All right,
you said
so-
you watch everything else except that. I'm like, all right, bro.
All right, so the BET Awards. Okay, I didn't really watch them. You guys tell me about it. What happened? I know there was something going on with Sexy Red, right? She
Yeah,
lost to-
Sexy Red. She lost to Tyler.
Tyler, the creator.
Nah,
No,
Tyler the female.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Water.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was kind of crazy.
You think so?
I mean, Sexy Red, she has got the presence. I don't know. She seems like she everywhere, doing everything.
Mhm.
I don't know too much about this Tyler person like that. Maybe she's kind of like a Taylor Swift, I guess. I don't know. Like
No.
somebody that's ducked off. Like I never heard of Tyler until
Really?
she
Alright.
won the award. So
You heard her song on
Yeah,
the radio?
probably
Water.
did, but a lot of these girls sound the same.
Make me, what is it? Make me water.
Make me,
Sing it,
Make
Brooks.
me sweat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. You
that
know.
shit
Make
is
me
hard.
walk.
That's
I
what I'm
ain't
saying.
gonna
That's
lie.
hard. That's hard.
I ain't gonna lie,
Okay, let me
yeah.
actually.
and you know what made that song big was the dance.
Yeah.
Of
She's
course,
like
of
pouring the
course.
water down her back and
Yeah.
like dancing around and stuff. So
But she a new artist though.
She is a new artist. Sexy
Yeah.
Red's a new artist
Yeah,
too.
too.
Hey, no shade to Sexy Red. I guess Sexy Red came up before Tyler.
Perhaps. I don't know.
No shade to Sexy Red. All right, now
Yeah.
you a father with a daughter.
Yeah.
Which
Tyler
one you have
Tyler.
your daughter listening to?
But then again, I ain't gonna lie. That don't make it no better. Make
Yeah, no.
me sweat. Make me water.
see,
Make
that's no
make
better.
me lose my breath. Make me.
It's
It's just a little bit
Hey,
softer.
right,
It's
right.
packaged a little bit different.
Yeah.
This one thing is,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely
It's more
like
vulgar.
the other.
Okay.
One is just more vulgar.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. They ain't slick.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I will say Tyla is more South African, I believe.
Yeah,
So she's gonna
Johannesburg.
catch the world.
She's from
more.
Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she got more of a world song. I
She's
get it now.
Johannesburg.
Whereas like Sexy Red is more of a
St. Louis.
she's just here, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
She's
I-
just
listen,
here.
I don't like both of their messages. I mean, Tyla's out there dancing and moving people around, and like that stuff's going wild on TikTok. That's how I know about it. Is like all these TikTok girls
I like
dancing
her
and
song.
doing that stuff.
I do like the song.
Oh.
I do like the song.
Got a little vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah, but see anything that got that type of tone of music, like that reggae tone, like
Yeah,
feel
the
where it's just
Afrobeat,
like
like,
Afrobeat
yeah,
type
yeah.
feel, like it's gonna fly.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I'm
true.
saying?
That
Like
is true.
you gonna catch the lyrics way later.
That's
like
true.
I caught the lyrics just now.
Yeah.
Like I say it
You
out
know
loud so
what?
much. When I say it without the beat, it sounds different.
In the same vein of music as he didn't see it, you see now they adding the black country artists. What you think about that?
I think should leave the country stuff
You think you should
to
leave
the
it up?
country. I think we ain't been doing country long enough. You know what I'm saying?
But you do know we
but we
invented
came,
country
yeah, we
music,
came
right?
out with it.
on this scale though. On this scale, like Beyonce done made an album. Now it's a country black award. Like,
But you know they well, I get it. But
It
there
did- they
were
didn't make
country
it with-
artists before
okay, but
Beyonce that
and
they didn't acknowledge.
let's just keep it real, man.
Mhm.
Nas X, he kind of put the light on this country black stuff. You know what
You
I'm
think
saying?
so?
He did. Who else? Name somebody before him that you could really.
Charlie Pride. That's old school. They've been way country artists. Not
I'm
a
talking
lot
about
before him.
in this
era.
from the 2010s.
Oh,
and
from this.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna go back to the 2000s, the 2010s.
Was
and
that really that was a hip hop song though?
But it had a
But
country
it had a
singer
country,
on it.
yeah, it had a
And
country
now you
like
see a
little
lot more
theme.
country collaborations. You see the
Yep.
guy,
Yeah.
you see Lil Durk with the dude from Nashville and stuff like that. Like
Oh, okay.
they made a track.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah,
see
yeah.
Moneybagg Yo with the guy with the whiskey song and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, that
Well,
is the
hold
name
up.
of the
Didn't
song.
Nelly had a song?
Nelly
It
with
was just a
Florida
dream.
All in my
Line.
head.
It was just a dream.
All right,
yeah.
so I haven't heard it
Yeah.
since Nelly.
It was
Since
Nelly,
Nelly
Just a Dream.
and what's my man name?
I
It's
think.
all in my head.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
What that is.
Thinking about it over and over again.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
What was brother's name?
I
I
don't know
forgot
the brother
dog name
name.
on the song. But
Yeah.
he ain't black, so it don't matter.
So you
So
do you think that they need to just leave country alone? You don't think people need to?
Nah. I feel like I feel like black people created all this music.
Of course.
To be honest with you,
Rock
from
and roll,
everything
all
top
that.
to
Yeah,
bottom,
all
jazz,
that.
rock and roll,
country.
the blues,
Yes,
definitely something that
all
don't
that.
get spoke about. So
The
I
banjo
feel,
originated from Africa.
yeah, I love
yeah.
that we putting our flag back there,
Mhm.
but I just think things should make sense.
We think we need to stick to hip hop.
No, I just think things should make sense. Like if we're gonna
Mhm.
do country, let's do country,
Yeah,
Mhm.
but let's not like go crazy with it because Beyonce put an album out and it's like it's not enough consistent country. Like I feel like it just kind of popped off.
You don't like it infused with a little bit of the hip hop.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
I actually like what they doing. I just feel like it's not enough. It's not prevalent enough to have an award. Like
I get that.
I don't know 5 black country artists
I got you.
to nominate.
All right, let's switch to this. So Keith Lee and Taraji P. Henson had a moment at the BET Awards, and everybody's talking about it right now. Basically, Taraji mixed him up with someone
Some
else.
other guys.
Mhm. The dude
And
that looked like Method Man.
Apparently, he was supposed to be sitting in another seat, and
Shame on
he
him.
was in the wrong seat or something like that. But that's where BET set him down.
Mhm.
To be fair to him,
That's why she knew where to walk. And stuff.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So they've been going back and forth. Taraji put out a statement, basically, just saying that he messed up, but really, and he put out a statement saying that BET messed up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What did you guys think of that interaction?
This is no big deal. People mistake people all the time, man.
Yeah.
Why they making it bigger than what it was, Because she was giving out roses. And like she said, she went to the other dude, and she said, first she said Method Man. I thought she just thought the dude looked good, and she said Keith Lee, and then later on it was like, I made a mistake.
Yeah, it's
That's
supposed
the
to be
wrong
some
guy.
dude named Jordan something. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, because he was like, what? You know what I'm saying?
I actually
But-
know him. He's big on TikTok.
He's big on TikTok.
So-
Yeah, but I think it's just it's an honest mistake because she probably don't know the dude like that, So I mean, it happens, man. It happens, man. I think, man, just ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video surfacing online with Keith Lee just kind of like looking mad, basically. Like he was walking. I don't know where he was walking, but he was getting pissed off at this
Everyone
one
just
guy.
ain't like that.
So
Let me
yeah,
see.
so this is the video. I might put it up, depending on. I mean, it wasn't really anything. To me.
Well, look, I don't see
So-
him. Where is he at? Right there? Oh, okay. So that was supposedly after the.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, anyways, but yeah, that's what was going on. But what did you think of the whole interaction?
I think that it was an honest mistake. I'm surprised that he went that hard behind that. And plus, like,
That's what I'm
it's a
saying.
woman, man. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like as men, women do certain things, we kind of let that go.
Kinda let
You know
it
what I'm saying?
slide.
Like, if it was a
Let it
dude,
slide.
and it's like, bro, you trying to play me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
can understand a little bit more, but like, bro, this like, and it's Taraji P. Henson, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, and Keith Lee, he actually looks like DDG. So both of them dudes actually look like two separate people. Look like people. They both look like somebody. I thought
Yeah.
Keith Lee was DDG.
That's what the guy in the video was saying that Keith Lee.
I didn't know who he was. I was
And
like,
I didn't know who Keith
when,
Lee was.
I
either.
won't even lie.
Yeah, this dude was MMA.
Hey, no cap. When I saw it, I was glancing, and the way his hair had the wrap on his head and the hair, I said, "Hey, is dude sort of sweet?" You know what I'm saying? And then when she did the mistake, I said, "Oh, that's the dude who do the food critic."
Yeah, he's the
stuff,
food
you know.
critic guy.
Hey, but
Yeah, I heard the name before, but
I couldn't remember who he was until she said who he
yeah.
was, and they because he did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and he seemed like a real humble dude, you know,
Oh, yeah, he's
real
a good
down to
dude.
earth, good dude, right?
He's a good dude.
But real talk, I think, man, like you said, as a female, I think if it was a dude, because men, let's say if it was you up there doing the hosting, right? You'd be like, oh, my bad, bro. You know, and he would have let it.
Yeah.
He'd say, oh, my fault, man, my bad. You know how men are.
Yeah.
We dap it up. Oh, respect, bro, my bad. You know what I'm saying? At least I think someone was, oh, my fault, my bad. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, bro, come on, that's an honest mistake.
He's showing his sensitive side right now.
Yeah, that's what
he looked real like
he
going in on him too. They like, oh
he
my
look
God, like it's not even that deep. Like it's really not too. Like,
man.
and it's like you with your lady too at that. So it's like, why are you so heartbroken? Like, why, bro? Like,
and then you know what it could be? He could let them social media get to him and everybody chiming in, and
because that's his wave right now. That's what he do is the social media. So his comments probably going crazy in this. But I mean, like, bro, you got to be able to know the difference between real life and social media. Like, bro, ain't nobody tripping off that stuff.
It's not. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah,
it's not like she deliberately. Come on.
And then she still gave him a compliment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she still kind of cleaned it up. So it's like, I don't know which more you want from Cookie, man. Like,
exactly. Yeah. And plus, it was live. So mistakes gonna happen.
Taraji did say she rehearsed it with that seat in mind. So she had been rehearsing a bunch.
She shouldn't even have to explain all this behind this.
Yeah, that's
nigga,
true,
man. I ain't gonna lie.
And then even when she did that,
watch out, Keith Lee.
You know what though? I'm
gonna
say
got no food for Keith Lee.
I'm gonna put this on BET. I'm gonna put this on BET. He said BET put him in another seat, right? So if she rehearsed that, right?
Yes.
Then BET should at least showed her a picture of who the dude is.
Yeah.
They should at least did that.
But they probably was like, man, who the fuck is Keith Lee, man?
Yeah.
They was like,
watch out.
Put Keith Lee right there.
We were talking about power earlier. That man has power. When he says a food place is good, they listen. When he says it's bad, people don't go anymore.
Big thing to social media.
He does have power.
Social media is the biggest influence now. You know, so everybody need that.
Keith Lee, I ain't made yet, so you cannot break me. So I'm made out in these streets, and it seems like you have more of an attachment to the social world than the real world. So real ninja like me is hard to hurt. I'm hard to kill. You know, I wouldn't matter if you do something to my Instagram or TikTok, God forbid. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't mess with Black Summit, though. This Quails P right here. I take the shot, you know what I'm saying? Don't mess with Black Summit.
But I think it was just an honest mistake, man. Just let it go.
Yeah, relax, man.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah, go find you a nice restaurant, though.
Hey.
Get it off your mind. Yeah.
All right, so moving on to our last story, Rick Ross. Rick Ross went up to Toronto and was messing around. He had a performance out there. He was playing a lot of the old like Drake songs that he had with Drake. But then he decided to play Not Like Us. And an altercation ensued. He ended up getting punched in the face. His bodyguard was the one who got the most beat up.
Between
a
him
lot
and
of
his
people,
mans.
Yeah. A lot of people said that he was running away because he got out of there quick. I never seen that man run that fast. That man got that cardio in that day. So, but yeah.
What those dudes, Hell's Angels? That's one of the partners.
Yes. Apparently, yeah.
And
Drake
Canada?
has an affiliation.
It looked like it, man, because that big white dude.
Because I was like, there's a bunch of white dudes. Hell's Angels.
Yeah.
That's why I keep trying to tell people, yo, Toronto is a mixed bag of people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, y'all trying to say that Drake ain't, you know, this and he ain't that. But like, there's all types of people up there. And like, you can't just be going up there doing whatever. You know? So
you always got to respect the laws of the land wherever you at.
Respect the laws
You
of
got
the
to respect
land.
the laws of the land.
For sure.
You know
yeah, give me your take on it. Go ahead.
When your security ain't beefed up enough like that, you got to respect the laws of the land when you go there. You know, and I honestly, I thought that Rick Ross and Drake beef wasn't even that serious. Because, I mean, Drake didn't even put so much emphasis on him or anything like that. I don't even know why they even had a thing or whatever.
Yeah, he gave him a couple bars.
You know,
he ain't played
it's the
that
same
for
way
Ross.
Drake shouldn't be in Miami and doing whatever, because then Ross people going to ride. you know, or he shouldn't be in Cali doing this and doing that.
That's
you know,
what Uncle
people
Luke
gonna
said.
ride, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to respect the laws of the land. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all a real brief story about hip hop. Redman, y'all familiar with Redman?
Mm-hmm.
You a little bit younger, but you may know this.
Mm-hmm.
MC Hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
People thought they clowned him because he died. You know who MC Hammer was?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From Oakland. MC
Back-
Hammer's one of the hardest G's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Redman, them dudes, third base, everybody else who hip hop used to listen to are pretty much out of New York back in the day, right? And they were holding they clown Hammer, but the baggy pants and the dancing, saying he wasn't hip hop and this and the third. And to some degree, I understand what they were coming from, right? Because they more street. He went to Oakland. He had some gang members they was about to put a hit on him. He said, Hammer stepped to me, he said, look here, let me tell you something like this here. You talk about me, but you talk about my mama. He said, now that we ain't, I know you a young man, I'm gonna give you a little pass. He said, yes, sir, Mr. Hammer. Don't want no problem. You can never underestimate nobody. Especially when you coming in their backyard.
No, man.
No, man, you don't do that, man. Respect the laws of the land.
Q, what you think about this situation?
I think he was definitely packing a light lunch.
I like that.
He was definitely tripping.
And he was eating at the same time.
Yeah. So I definitely agree. Like laws of the land, and it went down in Vancouver, the original home of the Grizzlies. So
on the other side.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but at the same time, you know, Canada, they repping for Canada.
Yeah,
so,
and I get it.
But I think Ross put himself in a different position. Pause. But I think he definitely shouldn't have played Not Like Us, knowing that he had the B team with him.
Yeah.
Like you came.
Yeah,
Because you can only bring the B team to Canada. You can't bring the felons, the Haitians, and all them boys.
Right. If
Like,
you got a record, you can't come into the country.
I had a pending charge and I couldn't come to Canada. I had to cancel my whole trip to Toronto.
Dude, you right.
So
I
it's
forgot
like
about
he came
that.
over there with the B team.
Yeah.
Like dog, like the security. He remind me of like that dude from off of 8 Mile that Exhibit was rapping to. You're like, sloppy sucker, you was an ugly motherfucker. Your pop should have wore rubber. Like, that's how he looked getting his ass beat. Like, and then his mans, the small dude, Quilly, they was dressed alike. And he was the one who was like trying to stand up to the dude before Ross made his great escape, like 50 said. So he swung. The camera moved. By the time the camera came back to him, he been flat up, feet to the side. Like, well, that's when you know you knocked out. But if your toes up, you know, is your feet to the side, you out of there, man. So, that was bad. They put hands on Sam Sneak, man. Sam Sneak, he a real cool DJ. That was crazy, man. It was just like everybody was catching it, and Ross was just, he had the best view in the house. He was just like, whoa,
he was front row.
It's coming here, it's coming there. Row. I gotta get up out of here. That's why, like, he ain't really put up no fight when the security pushed him to the back. They was like, yo, you better get up out of here. They gonna they gonna hurt you, mate. Like, so,
but at the same time, Ross is the bag. You gotta protect the bag.
You gotta protect the bag. And that's the thing about it too. At the end of the day, you gotta protect the bag. But I just feel like when you portray a certain image,
that's true too.
This is where, like, your image gets hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Ross is more of a street rapper.
Tough talk.
Talks the boss talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, granted, a boss doesn't get his hands dirty.
Facts.
But a boss don't lead his soldiers into a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Where they could lose. I felt like he definitely didn't take time to think about the art of war with this one, like, cause them guys could have really got hurt. All jokes aside, like somebody, like Cass.
I'm glad nobody pulled out anything.
Yeah, Cass was able to make it home. You know,
but
what I'm saying?
Even the security for the wherever they were, they didn't even really come out and help much.
I mean, why would they? Why would they? Why would they?
You see, they Canadians too, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. And shit, they
Happy
done paid
Canadian
them.
Day.
Like once you off that stage, it's like, all right, there you go. Our job is done. Your job is done.
Yeah.
So however you make it to your car
Get out
is
of
how
there.
you make it to your car.
Did Drake say anything about
But they
it?
were still
he
playing the
laughed
music
about
in the
it.
background.
laughed?
Yeah,
He said Happy Canadian
Yeah,
Day.
he said Happy
Oh.
Canadian
He was
Day.
laughing on his story.
You know, 50 said something.
Yeah,
50
His
was
baby
laughing.
Oh, you know
mother
50
said
said
something.
something.
He was
Yeah,
clowning.
Tia, she be licking her teeth talking. She was
Damn,
like, Will,
50,
Will, they to your camp.
50 and Ross still got beef?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
and he's still cool with Tia Kemp.
he smashed his baby mama.
Yeah,
He
that's the one
smashed
who
dude.
still be talking about him. Yeah, and Drake seemed like he probably is too, because Drake put in the comment, she was like, Drake, and he was like, you're my GOAT. I was like, boy, this industry, boy. I don't want no friends in that industry, boy. I'm gonna tell them boys right now. When I make it, when me and my crew make it, we gonna collab, we gonna work with people. But boy, them boys is not friends, boy. It's that industry go left.
You
but,
gotta protect yourself.
But I feel like Ross can shake back from all this at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't hurt him that bad. Like, not no more than being a correctional officer and using a real drug kingpin's name. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there ain't no shot to Ross, but like this what you done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing on what's out there. Yeah. But it do make his image look bad. And I just feel like whatever he do after this is kind of whack because they done got off on him. You know what I'm saying? So if they try to run up on Drake in Miami, it probably wouldn't be a good look. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Drake ain't no rah-rah rapper. You know what I'm saying? He might talk that little mafia talk a little bit, but we know that's because of his affiliations and stuff. Yeah. You know, so
and Drake's too smart to be up in Miami.
Let me hop in here.
I would hope so.
Listen, Rick Ross needs a stick to making wings. All right? Get out of this rap beef, dude. Like, why are you even trying to come in here and interject yourself here like you're some branch of the Kendrick team or something? I mean, at this point, with all these, he's coming out doing his own diss tracks and doing all this extra stuff. And it's like, yeah, you got what you were supposed to get, bruh. You come to Toronto. Yeah. And I ain't even repping for Canada.
Vancouver.
But I'm repping for Drake.
He was in Vancouver.
When you come, it was Vancouver?
Yeah.
All right, you come to Toronto, to Canada, and like you talking shit, like, okay, you gonna get what's coming to you. Yeah. So, that should be, you should already know that. You ain't supposed to come there and do that.
He was at the Kendrick show too.
And he's been clowning a bunch. Was he at Kendrick's show?
Uh-huh.
Damn, I didn't see him in the audience. Wow.
Listen, he's acting like he's some kind of branch of Kendrick. And it's like, it's kind of weird. And it's really like pathetic to me. It was pathetic to see him get hit in the face. And then he's trying to run out of there. And then all the pictures that he tried to post afterwards talking about, oh, yeah. You know, like, bruh, get out of this. Stick to what you know. Cooking them good old wings at Wingstop. I love them. So
yeah, how you feel?
Let me get that.
Somebody asks you, damn, y'all on the plane, what you want to eat?
Yeah.
After all that.
Listen, man.
Definitely not a knuckle sandwich.
He needs to leave it alone. He need to leave it alone. Get out of this. This ain't about you.
Because you mess up your money when you torn. You can't go to this place, that place. You know what I'm saying? You messing up your money. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up your bag.
I don't know what happened between him and Drake, but like,
you think it's the baby mama?
He's going too crazy.
No, maybe not.
I think a lot of.
I know
stuff
50 Cent got
with
something to do with that.
Well, Ross said that he doesn't mess with Drake because of the cease and desist thing that he's been doing, like. Drake's been taking himself off a lot of people's records lately. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not sure why, but he was supposed to be on BFB Pac-Man album, and he took himself off of that project, and I guess he was supposed to be on French Montana's project and took his verse off of that. So I'm not sure why he's been doing that, but Ross said that's part, like he said that in the song that he dissed Drake on. He said, I don't mess with you because you sent the cease and desist to French Montana, and French Montana couldn't release the song and stuff like that. So I'm like...
But my thing is, if that is the case, what I got to do with you?
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, all y'all are artists, right? Mm-hmm. If I got a song and me and Drake did an album together, and then he be like, nah, man, all right, cool. I'm going to take you off, and I'm going to put QP on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still my song, Or if it was our song together, and we both collab on it, nah, man, I don't want to put it out. All right, we'll bet. Well, I tell you what, I want to put it out. Let's come up some kind of way where I can get you off, and then let me, you know what I'm saying, let me get it. You know.
Right.
Now, if you produce the beat, then obviously it's still your song. So then let me find a way either break bread with you, or I put it out, take your vocals off, and make money, and I break bread with you. Let's do something like that, man.
Yeah.
It's always a way around to do business.
I truly think Ross is just
A hater.
Well, most of these guys are. They're just hating.
Ego driven.
They are haters, and they're mad because Drake doesn't want to do music with them.
Well,
and they're like fighting over him like little girls, like, oh, he's mine. It's like, bro,
he just loved Drake.
What is going on here? You know? So I just think that, like,
you don't think he's an opportunist too, though?
Who?
Ross, because I feel like Ross sees an opportunity, whether it's negative or positive, he goes for it because his name is attached to
Rick
so
Ross,
much more businesses now versus selling records. Like his more thing is like business now. It's not more music.
He needs to retire. It's over. This man's about to be 50 and he's out here, oh yeah, look, I'm on the gram. Yeah, that's right, Drake. It's like, what are you doing?
He be on that gram too, boy. His Instagram stories be funny, boy. I ain't gonna lie. He's a funny guy.
Because he back we used to call it back in my day, flogging.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you or stunting as they said. Mm-hmm. I know he stunts a lot on the gram. I mean,
he do.
To each his own, but hey, that's his thing. That's his thing.
We know he ain't got it like that anymore.
But real life, boy, get active, boy. That's why I say if you gonna be popping that shit, man, you got to be willing to jump in that water or have the A team with you at all times.
The A team, I like that.
Yeah, like don't take the B team when it's time for war. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, you're gonna have to retreat. They had to retreat.
Yeah.
Because dudes gonna gonna check your temperature to see if you're really about that life, man. I remember like Goody Mob back in the one of my favorite groups, right? Mm-hmm. And when a lot of cats back in the 90s when them beef used to go crazy back then before the internet, and Goody Mob would do their shows and they go out to Cali. It was bigger, it was heavy gang affiliated at that time. Mm-hmm. And he said, man, and CeeLo, them dudes like, man, we would go out to Cali, man. And they was like, man, you know what? Y'all good, y'all cool, man, because y'all talk about God and y'all music, man. Mm-hmm. And we know y'all ain't on that kind of time, man. Hey, y'all coming to Keystone, man, them boys showed us love. Yeah. And we Southern dudes, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just when you all that, and it could be studio, but people thinking you really about that life, and they think you portraying their life, and they want to check your temperature, man. So,
that's true.
Yeah. It's a rap game for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens when Not Like Us drops. And
They not like us. They not like us. Did I miss that convo?
What, the
Not Like Us convo?
Well, we got to go now, but but yeah, I mean, like, when that comes, when they drop the video, we'll definitely make a video.
Did you know when
we got to have Green Tea here and you. So
yeah. What's up, Green Tea?
Bro, y'all blowing up on the gram, y'all too. They don't like nothing me and him say. Somebody look, man, is this all you guys? I'm like,
well, I mean, y'all kind of like the Breakfast Club, man. I guess you get more action when the guests come through. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So but it's all love, man. I tune into y'all whether or not. So
we appreciate
I'm a real
we appreciate
fan.
it.
Yeah, I'm a real fan, and y'all need to stick to it too, man. Don't just jump on when we around. You boys be saying some important stuff, like for real good, dope current event talk.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Man,
definitely. Hey, but real quick, when that video supposed to drop?
I don't know when it's dropping.
You know?
Nah.
Knowing it's Kendrick, it's gonna take 10 years for this thing to drop.
Oh, so. Bruh, you better not go to California. Yeah. Even though you from there, you better stay out of Cali.
Go to Cell Block 1.
Yeah. What? Gotta fuck him up. What? I'm gonna do my stuff. Man, so beat your ass hard the Bible of God watching. Man, you better not. He from Cali. You better not go back home, my man.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Better stay your ass in the South.
Listen, I just don't like Kendrick. That's all.
Don't go to Cali.
Yeah.
Don't go to Cali.
I like Kendrick, but I don't like him more than Drake. All right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't go to Cali. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, man. Stay out the Cali streets for real. Go to Cali after the summer over.
Yeah, man. But yo,
summertime's Drake's time.
This has been a good podcast, man. We about to get on up out of here.
All right. I'm Brooks.
And I'm Hendrix. I'm a boy.
And I'm QP843 on Instagram. Y'all follow me. Just follow me there. I'm not gonna give nothing else. It's on Instagram and TikTok too. You can use that for TikTok.
No doubt, no doubt. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yep.
And we out.
We out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.